What's up, everybody out there on YouTube? It's Jay Edit, and we are back today. Today we're gonna go through and jump behind the edit of my very first music video. We're going behind the edit of the music video I shot with Alexander the Great. Also happens to be my little brother, but he is putting out a lot of awesome music right now. So please, please, please go check that out. The links will be in the description below. All you gotta do is click on it, and boom. There you go, you got new music to listen to, a new artist to be your favorite. So anyway, today we're going to jump behind that first edit. Really, we kind of flew by the seat of our pants in this first video. It's my first music video, like I mentioned. Let me take you through the mindset of how we got started with location, equipment, just kind of the process that we got to as far as filming the video goes. So for equipment, I have a Nikon D5300, got the 2-in-1 set. It's a really good camera for everything I really need it for right now. Obviously, I would like, after we get further into the videos, I would really like to get a more music video or videography style camera. This is kind of an all-around camera, but really good. I do like it, and it has a lot of great lenses available for it. As far as the lighting goes, really all we had was the ring light I'm shooting with currently today that we kind of carried around with us. Really, you'll see in the video that we get into, we didn't use that a whole lot because we didn't have a way to power the ring light, at certain locations. So we just kind of went with what we had and did the best we could. Again, this is both of our first music video, and we just kind of went with it as best we could. So that's kind of the equipment we used. Other than that, we had a wireless speaker that we were playing the already recorded soundtrack through. That way, it was easier for me in the edit to sync up the words, since he was playing in real time with the track that I was going to use. Okay, so that's kind of how we went about it. It does take a lot of time to match up those words, but if you can give yourself a little bit of leeway or a little bit of an out to give yourself any sort of advantage, that's kind of what we went with. So that's why we were playing the track while we were shooting the video as well. Okay, so that's kind of the equipment for you. As far as location goes, we really just used a few spots, didn't go any further than about a half hour from where we live. We went to a college campus and got some really cool shots there. There's an underground tunnel, so that's why we used that location. And you'll see in the music video that actually plays along with some of the language that he's using in the song. But to get started, we took an overview shot. We were really just looking for a bench shot. So a lot of it will make sense once we get into the video, but you have to really listen to the lyrics because that's part of what the video is doing. It's my job to make sure that I'm not taking away from soundtrack itself and the words that he's saying, and because that's what we want to come across. It's a music video, so the video needs to match, if not enhance, what's being said in the music itself. In the beginning, you'll see that we took a scene. I had him sitting or laying down on a bench. We kind of wanted a rough, this is where I'm at in life type feel to it. So we took it super low lighting. It was actually dark by the time we got started. Just used a flashlight phone light to give us a little bit of lighting, and then we went from there. So we just shot the first video. We probably did 10 takes, and that's something that we'll get better at as the process goes along, knowing how many takes we need, what extra footage we need, and how many different angles we need to actually make it worth it in the edit, because that's the big thing. You want additional footage, and I can tell you that from the first music video. You want additional footage to go off of when you get into the edit. That way you have many, many options, okay? So first scene, overlooking a river, just found a park bench for him to lay on. The words match that scene really well. The following scene was in an office space. We just really needed a blank canvas, so we just went in front of a blank wall, indoors. That way we could shoot. It was probably 10:30 by that time at night, so we were doing this really late. Now, the following scene after that, you'll see, was shot on a different day. We did shoot that on the college campus that I mentioned, and that was for the certain shots with the underground, and some other things that we found on campus that were really unique and cool and made for good visuals. So that's really all we were looking for out of this video. Again, we were kind of making it the best we could, however we could, okay? Let me know what you would change about the video down in the comments below. always happy to hear feedback. I want to get better. He wants to get better. We are trying to do this. So follow us. I want to build this community up, and we're here for you. So we're trying to put out as much content as possible. Again, everything's growing. Progress never ends. So we're always trying to shoot for the best, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's hop in the edit, and we'll go from there.
Yo, it's a spark, every second it threatens to go dark. Swallow a grenade in vain, I'm blown apart, and my heart steady bleeding. A demon made of art, running out of quarters and begging to press start. Met my nigga Tech, he told me to be dope. Alex gonna be the best, I'm keeping this thing close. Fire in my neck, a dragon that breathes smoke. If you niggas really wanna hang, better bring rope. Fishing in a hobby like popping zombies and dropping bodies. Wanna crucify me? I'm lucid, you'll get removed from lobby. I'm a kamikaze, elusive just like a true tsunami. Third eye open up like Tien inside Illuminati. Stepping aside, prepping to die. I'm from beyond rapid Jupiter sky. King of the Coopers on Juniper, super exclusive to you with the fear in the eyes. I'm winning tournament, you're on a tournament, top of the tier. You're robbing a mic. No seconds is something you listen to nothing. You're super embarrassment, rapping the mic. Chicks an earthquake, mistake. This place is coming down the great. Hate snakes, your fakes are for the other side. I'm boiled in the core, underground, and now I'm summit bound. Entry number 4, your horse. Who's the sucker now? Lame say Jay's insane and that he's crazy. Your fuckers are what made me. Now I'm making what saved me. Praised by the days that hate and think I'm amazing. Take first place, the maimed are pushing daisies. Raps doom fist, you quit. I could've guessed that play of the game. Unchained onto the next match. Say you gonna blow for show. You think your shit slap, but your big bang a theory. Cue up the laugh track. 6 senpai. Got your bitch with frickin' wrist tied. Licking on my dick and taking pics. We making hentai. Lost my giant sword like the village of the mist guy. Should be getting wicked when I summon 666 eyes. I'm the deepest, darkest, and arc is my name. The game I market haven't even started. Departed the way I play the hardest. Hops in the booth and shoot. Should change my name to Marcus. Victims in predicaments. You missing check beneath the carpet. All pitiful. Drivel spilling is minimal. Clear but you're a little piddled, filled individual. To you the killing, chilling, still the thrill of a criminal. But I'm subliminal until the villain is literal. I should be king from genes that have been passed down. Sweet 16s are clean, beating the cash cow. Looking Mac now when town was always cast out. Down me out like frickin' TNT inside your glass house. Blow your dope smoke, quick scope for a sick kill. There's your intervention, do not mention when you sit still. Jacket coming through, I took the blue, you took the bitch pill. Calling up the devil after this, he'll get his piss filled. Scary and different, most considerate wicked. They picking on my tickets if they know where to stick it. Sickened and barking like a tree, the great legit and he's vicious. Hear my competition, listen, nothing but crickets. I'm blessed, conquest, next blowing like a Semtex. I be scaling strength and wheeling takes or scaling straight decks. Mortal Kombat X, snapping necks and asking who's next. Claiming you're your best, but when I'm done, the rain is cell left. Max attack like Dracula, smacking you into poltergeist vernacular. Stack spectacular tracks are blasting, I'm killing Mike. He beats like a snack in a black and glass, the great ceiling life. A master of disaster, a bastard, unmasked by rapper strife.
Now let's walk through some of the breakdown. You can see I'm just using iMovie, came on my 2015 MacBook Pro. Again, we're very low budget, doing what we can with what we have. So let's jump into this. As you can see at the very beginning, I have a transition. Just wanted to fade the video in, coming from black. It's a pretty dark scene to start. And you can see as I'm scrolling along in the top right corner, that's just the iMovie format. You can see at this section in the edit, I do have a title overlaid of that portion of the video. That's just saying that it's the No Sucker MC7 and the song is by Alexander the Great. Now, getting into the first shot. So as you can see, we're just panning up, just setting the scene. We did change the lighting of pretty much every one of these videos. You can see up here, I do have the color adjusted. I wanted to give it this green tint. We kind of took that look throughout the video. So you'll see that. And pretty much I made those adjustments on every scene. I'm not going to click on every one, but you can see this is where the this is where the color was adjusted. There is a filter on pretty much every one of these. So this one is the sci-fi filter. You can see that there. From normal, this is what the shot would have looked like, and then this is the shot with the sci-fi filter. So that's where we go, and I'll show you when we get a little bit later in. We actually made the decision to make these green, or the sci-fi look, after we edited some of the later video. Okay, so here you go. You know, he's rapping to us now, just trying to set the scene. I did put a cut here with a color change. In this part, he's talking about meeting Tech 9. So you can listen at the very bottom along the sound bar. Okay, Got a few markers here, but otherwise when I was editing, I would still try and listen for that beat. So you'll see this color change happens on that beat change.
Made a art, running out of quarters and begging to press start. Met my nigga Tech, he told me to be dope. Alex gonna be the best.
Now, if I was shooting this video again, one of the adjustments I would have made is the blanket. So for the overall look, that's kind of what we wanted. It was kind of the homeless sleeping on a bench look. But once I got into the editing process, I really felt that if it didn't have the blanket, I would have been able to change the color a little bit sooner, and it would have just given it that little bit of extra effect that I was looking for, okay? So again, small transition there, nothing big. Now this part, I did transition out with the words of the video, okay? You know, he's talking about you better bring rope, and makes the hanging gesture. So after that, I transition the camera up and we fade to black, back in. And now this one, I will show you the video effect that we have on it. It's called raster. We kind of wanted this to look like a CCTV or like a security camera footage, so that's why we chose that edit. Again, if you listen to the song again, you'll see that he's doing some gestures towards the end that match what he's saying, okay? Now this section, it was important for me. It does have the ability to rap fast, so I'm really trying to capture all of the elements of the artist that were big or key parts that I felt, you know, set him apart from other people. So some of that was language, the lyrics he was using, some of that was the techniques and abilities. So here you go, this part, he's rapping fast. You saw that in when I played the full clip. But we put just a still shot. There's no movement to this shot. It's just a still shot of him rapping those lyrics, so you can really follow, and you know that he has the ability to rap those lyrics. Sometimes they can do that in the booth, but not in person. So I wanted to bring it through in the video that he does have the ability to actually rap that fast and that clearly. Okay. Now moving on. I mentioned this in the intro. This was shot on the second day. Everything from here on out. We transitioned to a lighter scene, okay? So the first part was all about being dark and kind of coming up, and then we transitioned to a lighter scene. One of the words is started underground, and now I'm summit bound. So that's why I picked this in between. It's not underground, but it's not on top of the earth. It's kind of in between. So that's why I picked this place to shoot this scene, and there you go, okay? Now, from what I saw as far as making music videos, having a few still shots or something that breaks the video up is always good. So that's why I chose to do just this still shot. It says lame say Jay's insane and that he's crazy, so I thought that would be a good time just to give an overview of what the artist looks like and his overall persona in this video. Okay, we go back into just some other shots. This is the underground tunnel that I was mentioning. You can see, so I did mention I was going to talk to you about it before. So this video is a little bit lighter through this section, and we actually edited this, and then the beginning of the video was really raw, so we needed something to kind of match the highlights and the tones of the last 2/3 of the video. So that's why we went back at the end and changed the beginning part to those sci-fi filters. Okay, again, just giving you some different angles all in the same spot. The beat drops here. This is what I really liked. When the beat drops, he changes from a still photo coming towards us, so it gives us some movement to the video. So really just trying to capture that artist and the vibe and look they're going for. Now this is one of the coolest cuts that I've done so far. So again, just trying to follow the lyrics, just trying to give the video as much movement, as much life as possible. That's matching what's going on in the lyrics and in the song itself. So I'll play this little part here. You saw it before, but this is one of my favorite edits. So that was a natural. That's what I like to say. That was a natural camera movement. That's nothing in post editing. That was wall shooting. We did that transition. Now I wish I transitioned off of that rotation back into the next scene, but that's all something that I'll learn. I'm definitely taking notes myself. So here we go. Now we switched to another location. It's a little bit brighter, so again, we started out the video in pretty much pitch black, and now we're all the way to a lighter scene, and that was kind of the goal of the video. Just coming up, just feeling good about the music that he's producing. So that was part of what we were going for with this music video itself. So really pretty straightforward, just a few simple cuts. Now I did break away here at the end of this scene. He says,
In my competition, listen, nothing but crack.
And then he looks towards the sky. So I went and shot from up in the other balcony just to give us this really short, it's only 3 seconds long, just gives us a different view of the entire location that we were filming. So that's always good to do. And then here we go, we're coming back in. It's getting towards the end of the song, so I wanted to focus on just the artist again for the most part. And he really gets after it in this last section, and then we fade out. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was the first behind the edit, or jumping into the edit. We'll come up with an actual name for this little series because, again, I'm working with Alexander the Great, my younger brother. I say he's my first artist because I plan to keep progressing, keep doing these music videos. It's something I really enjoy. It gives me something to chase, something I've always been interested in, something I can definitely get a ton better at, okay? So lots of content coming from us soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to take you through the mindset, again, filming on the equipment we had, the locations that were near us, and really just flying and going for it as it came to us. So that's what we were focused on the first video. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check out his channel. He's got a lot going on, a lot coming from the both of us here in the near future. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you wouldn't mind, share this with anybody you think might enjoy watching myself or my brother and how we create. I want to give you a little bit of behind the scenes, behind everything. So we're going to show you how we produce in the home studio as well. But you know, anything you can do, I really want to build this community. YouTube is a great place for that. So let's get after it. Again, this is Jay Edit, and I'll see you next time.